been after me. Y'all favorite came after me. My fans up and them bands up. Bring my fam up. The mentality. These niggas be faking. The mentality. These niggas be hating. The mentality.
Yo, what is going on, y'all? It's your boy VeLL back with another Mobile Legends video, and I had to make this video because it's a serious topic and it needs to be addressed real quick. So I just really want to talk about this topic because it's a big deal. So a lot of us are losing ranked games that we should not be losing. A lot of us are just struggling when we shouldn't be, and it's crazy. You see, I come across my subscribers, you all have like 40-30% win rates and stuff like that. Then you get in the game with me and other people who know how to play well, and you just absolutely destroy people. And it just goes to show you that a lot of great players lose a lot, and I figured out the reason why. The reason that great players are constantly losing is because everyone does not know everything. Everyone thinks they know what's best to win the game, and that's the problem. Everyone goes into the game in a non-selfless manner. Like, everyone is playing so selfish. Everyone's choosing the hero that they like to use, choosing the hero that they're the best with, and not thinking about team composition, strategy, synergy, anything of the sort. And a lot of people come into the game thinking like thinking that watching pro players and stuff like that and watching the top players is going to somehow make you good. Listen, I'm a fan of a few top players. I'm a fan of a few pro players too, and they're cool. They're really good players, but at the same time, they're nothing without their team. I don't care who you know, what their name is, what player in the world. They're all nothing without their team. The only reason that they have their name right now is because the people that's been beside them throughout their games while they were building that reputation. So if they built their name as the best player at doing this, the #1 player on the leaderboards doing that, they had a team and they weren't by themselves. No solo player has gotten up there and gotten that type of recognition by themselves. So basically what you need to understand is the reason that they can run the team comps that they do, the reason that they have different metas and stuff like that, is because they're setting the meta with the people that they play. They choose which heroes are the best for their team and which heroes their team can play the best and what strategy works best for their team. You can't watch a pro player play, then come into a ranked game and tell everyone else that they're noobs and stupid because they're not doing the same thing that the pro players are doing. If you are trying to do the same thing the pro players are doing, that is what makes you a noob, and that is what makes you stupid. You should not be trying to do what a pro player does. Mobile Legends is not about copying people. It's not about following people or trying to be like anyone else. Mobile Legends is a strategy game about thinking for yourself. So that means if you see, like, you don't even have to communicate. Honestly, it takes no communication at all when you get into a game. Like, for instance, if I get into a game and I see somebody pick Layla, for instance, let's say the first person pick Layla. Okay, Layla's weaknesses. What are her weaknesses? Everything. So I mean, you're gonna have a time on your hands trying to compensate for that Layla pick. But your job is not to be like, oh, this person chose Layla. Oh, but I saw this pro player, he used this hero, so I'm just going to use Cyclops anyway. No, if someone on your team picks Layla, you instantly need to get a very, very good tank, and you need to grab that good tank before the other team does it, because if you do not protect that Layla is going to go down and down and down, and she's going to cost your team the game, and that's the problem. People don't think like that. Okay, somebody picks a character that you feel like that's going to cost you the game because they picked that character, and then you don't pick somebody to support that character. The first thing I see when the first thing I do when I see somebody pick a noob hero is I pick somebody that's going to cover up that noob hero's weakness. That's the first thing that I do. The first thing that I do is I try to prevent that weakness from destroying the team, and that's how everybody picked. Imagine if everybody picked like that. Let's say the first person picked a Layla, then the second person was like, okay, this first person just picked a Layla, I'm gonna need a tank, let me go freaking Hylos or a Kai. Then now that you have a tank, you have some sustainability, you have some stuns and crowd control, now it's time for the next pick. So you need Layla. With Layla, she has to basically keep all the assassins off of her, which means you need someone else who can dive in and stun and keep everybody away from Layla. So let's say you want to go with a Freya now, because tanks and stuff like that, I mean, not tanks, but fighters, they're not that prevalent in the meta. They're not a huge pick. Everybody's going for assassins and mages because it is the assassin and mage meta, but other things do work depending on the team comp that you have. And I think that is very important for people to start paying attention to this team comp. So yeah, back to the example. If the first person chose Layla, then a second person was like, oh no, he chose Layla, so now I have to compensate for that. Let me get a Kai or Hylos. Then after the second person did that, then the third person was like, okay, so one of them has Layla. He picked Hylos or a Kai because Layla needs that. What else does Layla need? Then the other person be like, okay, Layla needs a Freya. She needs somebody else who can dive. Okay, then the next person in line, they'll be like, okay, so we have a Freya, a Kai, and then we have Layla. Who do we need that really benefits this team composition? Layla needs some sustainability in case people gets close to her. Maybe you might want to go with an Estes pick. Depending on which elo this is in, a lot of people do not know how to counter Estes. That might be a swell time to use Estes. Now you have a bunch of damage. You have a Kai who can jump in, stun, and deal damage. You have Freya who can jump in, stun, and deal damage. You have Estes who can heal, and then you have Layla as the background ADC just lighting everybody up, and nobody can get to her because you have all this crowd control in your face. Then when it comes down to the last pick, let's say, okay, you have a healer, you have a tank, you have Layla, and you have a fighter. Now let's say you want to go with the meta a little bit. You want to try to take out their other teams, ADC and stuff like that. You want somebody that's at least a meta pick. Then you can pick a good assassin if there's a good assassin left, or even a mage. Either one of those picks are good picks because your first 4 picks covered up that Layla pick that's a weakness to the team. If more people were team oriented and stopped being so selfish while you were playing, more people would win, because if everybody's selfish, you're just ruining the game for everybody. Like one of the biggest inspiration for this video is I just got into a game where everybody thought that they knew what was best for this team. So you had me on one side. I'm like, yo, I'ma just play ADC. I don't know what this team is gonna do. I'ma stand back. I'm gonna try to stay out of the way. I'm gonna try to just defend this tower. I was playing really passive. Then you had another person pushing top lane, like, okay, I'm finna try to split push. Let me try to split push and backdoor. Then you had a group in the middle, like, oh, I'm an assassin. Let me just go out and kill everybody. Everybody had different missions throughout the entire game, and that's why most people lose, because everyone thinks they know what's best for the team. No individual person knows what's best for the team. The what's best for the team is what the team decides is best for the team. Like it should be in your own mind to be logical. Don't take what you see other people do. I don't care how good they are. I don't care how many stars they have. That's not you. I don't care how good someone else is. Like so many people say, oh, this person is the best because they have that many stars. Is that you? How is that helping you? Who cares? What did he do for you? Is he paying you money? Is he like, why do you care so much? When you play this game, you need to understand how to play this game. And that's basically where the issue lies. A lot of people are not actually learning how to play the game, but hopefully this video will shed some light on some of the dumb mistakes that constantly happen time and time again. This is literally every ranked game. I started to realize, at first, I just thought that everybody who plays Mobile Legends is just trash. But it's like, no. These guys, when I see these people just jump in, dive in, and do stupid stuff, they actually have some type of mechanical skill. That means they have some level of skill. The issue is they're not working with their team. They're doing something dumb because they're working by themselves. If everybody just worked together, had teamwork, which is what this game's supposed to be about, and just work together, basically, and more people will be getting wins. So if everybody could adopt this playstyle, everybody could adopt the playstyle of just supporting what's going on in the then and now. Like, don't think about the last game. Don't be like, okay, I used this hero last game, so this game I'm using this hero. Don't think like that. Or I just watched this pro player, so I'm finna do this game. Don't think about that. When a match starts, just start fresh. Be like, okay, who is the first person about to choose? They choose this hero. Let me pick a hero that goes well with this hero. And it's also important that you can play multiple different heroes and that you understand team composition, strategy, and synergy. But yeah, that's pretty much it, y'all. I'm done with my rant. I had to make this video real quick, man. But yeah, let me know what you all think in the comment section down below. Let me hear your thoughts on it. But yeah, man, that's pretty much it, family. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. Peace out, Joe.
Life gets so much better than it is right now. We going so high up, we never will fall down. Told him I'ma make it. Where I'm from is dangerous. Niggas get AR just to make it out. Gotta do it for my family. These haters wanna see the end of me, but really I'm who they pretend to be. I gotta make it for my family.